Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, lovers and seekers. Let's get cracking. Tonight's fragment has a headline that reads, 1. Becoming your name, and the body reads as follows. Sticks and stones may break your bones, but my words will ever hunt you. Let us begin. 1. The unmasking of a nursery rhyme. This fragment takes as its seed the familiar nursery couplet, the old defense of childhood muttered in playground wars as though it were an iron shield. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. That line, repeated in countless playgrounds and kitchens, has the hollow ring of something designed for comfort rather than truth. The fragment here inverts and weaponizes it. It no longer seeks comfort, it announces intent. The subject is not the recipient of the words, but their author, not the child defending against insult, but the speaker, turning language into a weapon that will not rest. The rhyme is retained, but inverted in power and direction. The bones in question belong to another, and the instrument is no longer physical force, but verbal pursuit. 2. Words as a living predator. My words will ever hunt you. This is not the soft suggestion that words may linger or that memory may ache. This is the declaration of an ongoing hunt. The words are not simply spoken and gone. They are alive, tracking, learning, adjusting. They have the autonomy of a predator and the loyalty of a curse. Here, language is given teeth. It moves through the world not as an abstract thought, but as a living creature trained to find its quarry. And unlike sticks or stones, which require proximity and force, these words have reach. They can cross miles. They can arrive in silence, long after the speaker has left. They can slip into a mind in the stillness before sleep. 3. Becoming your name. The headline here is the skeleton key. Becoming your name implies transformation, a taking on of the other's identity, or perhaps becoming the living embodiment of what that name will come to mean. If the name is the label, the words become the reputation. They fuse together. The threat is not merely personal, it is existential. For the one whose name is spoken, the words may become inseparable from that name in the minds of others. This is the act of hunting not only the body, but the public shadow in which that body walks. The name becomes the hunted territory. 4. The science of linguistic pursuit. To hunt someone with words is to operate in multiple theaters at once. The theater of memory, planting language that cannot be uprooted, so it repeats unbidden in the mind of the hunted. The theater of reputation, repeating or releasing words in ways that shape the perceptions of third parties. The theater of the self, crafting statements that cause the target to reshape their own identity under pressure. Unlike sticks and stones, which leave bruises visible to all, the wounds of such words are often invisible, deniable, yet no less fatal. 5. The power dynamic. The speaker here claims agency, claiming not to be on the defensive, but on the offensive. There is a sense of premeditation, as though the words have been prepared in advance, designed for precision and longevity. This is the rhetoric of the hunter who understands patience, persistence, and the art of waiting for the right moment to strike. This flips the moral narrative. The one who is expected to bear the wound is instead the one delivering it, and there is no apology in it. There is a grim certainty. 6. Time as an ally. My words will ever hunt you. The adverb fixes the hunt not in a moment, but across time. This is not a chase with an endpoint. It is a vow that the hunt will last as long as the hunted exists to be found. This quality makes the statement almost mythic, reminiscent of ancient curses that were said to pass through generations. The endurance here is critical, because in the realm of language, repetition is power. The longer a phrase lives, the deeper it roots. Over time, the words may even outlive the speaker, becoming folklore in themselves. 7. The shadow of the sister fragment. Without yet fully crossing into becoming my name, it is worth noting that the two pieces share a genetic code. The sister fragment speaks of haunting, not hunting. That distinction is everything. Hunting is active, the predator moving toward the prey. Haunting is ambient, the ghost embedded in the walls. Hunting seeks to close distance. Haunting occupies the space already there. But here, in becoming your name, the words are not content to linger passively. They will close the gap. They will find the target. They will move. 8. The moral landscape. There is no moral defense offered in the fragment. It does not argue that the target deserves the hunt. It does not present the hunt as a reluctant duty. It simply declares it. In that way, the fragment resists the common human impulse to dress vengeance in virtue. The nakedness of the statement makes it harder to dismiss. It is pure will absent justification. This refusal to explain is part of its menace. A threat explained can be negotiated. A threat that is simply promised has no door to enter for compromise. 9. The philosophical weight. In philosophical terms, this fragment acknowledges the ontological permanence of certain utterances. Some speech acts cannot be undone. They are not merely expressive, but constitutive. Once said, they bring into being a reality that cannot be unmade. To say my words will ever hunt you is not only to predict an outcome, but to seal it into the order of things. The act of speech here is akin to setting a force in motion that no one, not even the speaker, can later recall. The hunt, once declared, is eternal. 10. Closing image. The closing image is of a name, the target's name, being pursued across time by a shadow of words that never lose the scent. Sticks and stones may break bones in a moment, but bones heal, hunted names do not. The injury is not to the body, but to the very frame in which the person exists in the world.